just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. They try the middle, but gain nothing on that play.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Caught quickly. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
You know, plays like this are what Alabama offense is all about. They run the football, and then they're efficient within their passing game. Think about it. They won a couple national championships with Greg McElroy and A.J. McCarron by just being efficient and playing smart at the position and being a great complement to that running game in the defense.
He'll earn the first down, but pay for it with a hard hit.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. He'll hand it off. Fighting off the defender.
When you can get good chunks of yardage like this on early downs, it just keeps you on schedule, leading to more manageable third down situations. Never underestimate the value of consistently getting 4 or more yards a pop like that.
Important second down play coming up. Ball handed off. Going to try to run inside, but nowhere to go.
Well, you'd love to see a few more yards here to give yourself a better chance on third down. Now, here early in this game, we get a big third down to see if this offensive line can keep the pressure off the quarterback.
One of those critical third down plays coming up. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Running back grabs it on a screen. And the ball to the ground. Looks like the offense able to recover it there.
Wow, that is big-time awareness by his teammate to get on top of that football. As a result, they catch a break and are able to retain possession.
First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. On the run here. Lets it go. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And they get him down after the completion.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
It's a run to the left. The sophomore with a strong tackle there. It's early, but this crowd is fired up. Listen to this noise here. This is going to be tough for the visitors today. Looks like Alabama will have the first down.
Boy, an opportunity missed here by this defense. They get them to third down. They load up the line of scrimmage, but they could not deny this back of coming up with that conversion.
And here comes the noise. This crowd is trying to inspire this defense to make a big red zone stop. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down. So here comes second down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. Looking to pass this time. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
This is the one thing I love about this running back is his ability to get involved in the pass game. Runs a great route, just doesn't come down with a catch. Crucial third down coming up in the red zone. Can they keep the drive going, or they have to settle for 3? Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep.
They stop him just short, but the defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal.
Well, they've had an entire week to try to find weaknesses in this defense and how to attack. And here in the opening drive, they're using the receiver in motion to get him the ball in space and give him those blockers out in front. Great job of designing the play and great execution here by this offense.
Here's the option play. He'll toss it to the back. He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, tied. Well, they slowed the game down with a long, grinding drive to produce a touchdown. That was impressive.
What's impressive to me is the consistency. You know, it's one thing to hit a receiver and you score a big touchdown, but to be able to go and sustain drives and keep the sticks moving, that puts a lot on the quarterback and the execution of the offense. And, man, did they make that look easy.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Getting set up. It's a 1st down play. Off the play fake, looking to throw. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Breaking free at the 35. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
Tackle up near midfield at the 48.
It's not a huge gain here, but if you add up multiple runs like that throughout the course of a game, by the 4th quarter, you're going to start to see that affect the defense.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. From the shotgun, drops back looking for an open man. Makes a quick grab. And the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion. Made the catch, but he was surrounded, Kirk. Not much room to run.
They did a really good job that time of leveraging him out in space. I thought he might have a chance to be able to shake loose because he is so elusive. But defense, as you said, did a really good job in the open field surrounding him. Just nowhere for him to go to pick up any more positive yards.
Running play called on 3rd and short. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a 1st down.
You know, offensive linemen are just a certain breed. They're always going to do their job, no matter who's back there carrying the ball. I'll tell you what, they have a little bit more confidence when the person that's carrying the ball can break off some big-time runs. That makes him block just a little bit harder, knowing what he's potentially capable of doing.
The Sooners pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. Toss play to the outside. Stiff arms the man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
I still love to see Oklahoma run the football and be able to show people they can get 1st downs by running the ball. I know their quarterbacks have been great in recent years, but the Sooners, when they want to be able to run the ball, you know they're going to run it. You still can't stop that offensive line and a great dynamic back. So good job here by the Sooners. Move the sticks.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Play action fake, looking to throw. Gets rid of it on the move. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down. Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a 1st down. And he'll drop back here on 3rd down. Makes a quick catch. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
What a clutch play here by this offense to convert on third down. I know it's still early in this game, but the fact that they've dug themselves a hole to convert there and keep this drive alive, they got a new set of downs and a chance to dig into this lead.
The Sooners starting a new series here on 1st and 10.
Get set.
They're going to run it here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Loses 2. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Alabama 7, Oklahoma 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter. From the shotgun, he's probing the secondary. Receiver makes the catch. Touchdown, Oklahoma. This quarterback on fire today.
Oh, just outstanding execution here by this offense. The offensive line gives the quarterback time, and the quarterback's anticipation was on point. Puts that ball right in the money. The receiver, all he had to do was turn and catch the ball for that touchdown.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Into the end zone the last time. Let's see if this defense has made some adjustments to stop him this time. And the tackle is made after a 4-yard gain, so 2nd and 6.
Well, there's just so many things happening on these read option plays, and they happen fast. This defense has done a good job of trying to prevent this quarterback from hitting the big play. He gets some yards here, but at least he didn't get out for a big gain.
That's a nice wrap up there by the junior.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Solid gain in the running play. 3rd down now. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Dumps a short throw down to the running back. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Well, it's so easy to get caught up on the receivers and the quarterback, and your eyes get lost. You forget about the running back. Nice catch and a first down for this offense.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, Chris, you think about it, efficiency has always kind of been the description of a great Alabama quarterback. Man, think about the playmakers that they've had over the last few years at this position. Jalen, Tua, Bryce Young recently. Just a different level of quarterback play and really gives this offense an edge to it.
First down, looking to throw the ball. And the senior quarterback, lucky it didn't get picked off, almost made a freshman mistake.
Pretty nice catch here, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, and hands, sometimes a little questionable, as we saw here.
Shotgun formation, here's an inside give.
I tell you, to be able to pick up a nice gain like that, those offensive linemen have to sustain their blocks. Gave them a chance at a really nice gain.
Offense are going to keep the drive alive. It's 3rd down. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. He pulls it in for a big gain. And he takes it all the way to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama.
Boy, the timing here is essential between the quarterback and the receiver. You got to find that window between the linebackers. He does it, puts the ball right on the money, and then how about the speed after the catch by the receiver for the touchdown?
And the extra point was up and good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Number 11, set to advance on the football.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
And the Sooners offense is back on the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And looking for a big play here. The catch is made for a huge pickup. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. No stopping him. Takes it all the way. Touchdown, Oklahoma.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
Point after, knocked right through. The BAT ties the game here in the second quarter now. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? And here's the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
2nd down after that run on the previous play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Moves the ball out across the 30, and that's good for a first down.
Well, I know people want to talk about the spread, and Alabama's offense has changed over the years, but at the end of the day, with this coaching staff, it still comes down to the line of scrimmage and the ability to pound the rock. Think about the backs they've had in recent years. Mark Ingram and Josh Jacobs, Derrick Henry, Jahmyr Gibbs most recently. This is an offense that still wants to control things up front and beat you down.
Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And he will be stuffed for no gain.
Well, defense does a nice job of pressuring the quarterback. I'll tell you what, that's a heck of an effort by this guy just to be able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
Pressure is coming. Running back has it on a screen now. And he's brought down. Good job by the defense getting through the blockers. He stopped short of the first down.
A lot of times this can be a tough play to defend because you're so concerned with getting pressure on the quarterback. But here the defense does a good job of coming off of coverage and chasing down the receiver.
Offense breaks the huddle and gets set. It's 3rd down. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. On the run here, lets it go. Receiver makes the grab. They keep the drive going. It's a first down to the 46.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in 3rd down. What's an offense doing on 3rd down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
After play fake, he'll look to throw it. Trying to create outside the pocket now. Well, he scrambled and scrambled. Doesn't get the ball away, and is finally dropped for a sack.
Well, the offense tries to go with a play action to slow this defense down, but they weren't buying it. They applied the pressure, came up with the sack.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but it is 3rd down and long. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun. Trying to extend the play. The pass is off target. He got hit as he threw as the 3rd down pressure works.
kind of a fine line here, Chris, for me when it comes to throwing a screen pass. You don't want to throw it too early, obviously, and the defense reacts quickly and can sniff it out. And you definitely don't want to throw it too late and potentially get sacked. You got to make sure it hits just right for this play to work.
Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. Last possession, a one-play lightning strike with the big touchdown pass. And the defense make adjustments here. Pickup is 5 yards, so it's 2nd down and 5.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Escapes the pocket. The defense will wrap him up, but he's able to scramble for a 1st down and keep the drive going.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. And it's caught. Defense reacts quickly, a very short gain on the play.
Well, they get positive yards here, but you have a sense that they wanted a little bit more with that pitch and catch.
2nd down play coming up. And he'll set up to throw. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. To try a downfield shot, that's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down.
Most offensive coaches will be happy taking those 50-50 shots against man coverage. But I'm curious to see if they're going to test this DB again after that coverage.
Now the offense facing a 3rd and long from their own 41. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's running out of time here. They'll bring him down short of the marker, and now it's going to be 4th down.
Love to see quarterbacks try to keep a play alive. He gave it everything he had here. He came up short of the 1st down. Boy, he gave him a chance.
The offense will go for it on this 4th down near midfield. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Fires it to the wideout. The pass is intercepted. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
Anytime you see a defense sit back and cover 2, the quarterback knows he's looking for short to intermediate throws. He's going to have to put something on it. It's not just the guys that are covering deep. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of, so you drive that throw. Otherwise, you're going to see results like this, which are an interception.
The offense will take their 1st time out of the half to talk strategy here. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. He's moving out of the pocket. Going to try to use his legs here. And he heads out of bounds after a nice pickup on the run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
Going to pick up the 3rd and short through the air. Doesn't hold on. Good hit by the DB. Now it brings up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
4th down, looking to throw for it. On the run, he'll let it go. Makes the catch, and the offense will keep this drive going. They've got him, but he easily makes the 1st down, and this drive keeps going. The offense will quickly spend a timeout here after the play. Alabama getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Snapping it from the red zone now, looking to throw. Caught near the goal line. Tackled after the catch, but the ball moves to the 4-yard line. So the offense looking to be efficient here. Not much time remaining before the end of the half. Looking to the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bama. Tight end was wide open. How do they lose track of the big fella down there, Kirk?
I don't know. I wish I knew. The defense, to me, looks like they just were so locked in on defending the goal line, they forgot about the tight end. That'll probably be the easiest touchdown throw and catch we see of the game today.
Point after, up and good. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. And he takes this from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Here comes a first down pass attempt. The pocket breaking down. And the pass falls incomplete in the final play of this first half. Minute's going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Alabama will kick it off to start the second half. Return starts just inside the end zone. Tried to make something happen on the return, but steps out at the 23. And the Sooners offense is back out on the field. First play of the second half, they keep it on the ground. Stop after a small gain. Now looking at 2nd and 9.
Christian, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but what I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. He's going to take off here. They get him down, but that's a good run. Enough to move the sticks and keep this drive going.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run.
The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they catch him? Steps out after a crucial takeaway. This could be a big turning point.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
They'll try the ground game here with the running back. He's got room looking for the end zone. Makes it across the goal line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. We had a short field. The offense did exactly what they're supposed to do. That would have been a big ask for the defense there.
Absolutely. But when you're given that kind of field position, anything less than a touchdown would be a disappointment. They did exactly what they needed to do by capitalizing on that short field.
Automatic on the PAT. Getting set to kick the ball off now. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. Tackled at the 14. Not very good field position to start here. The Oklahoma offense is back on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. Running out of time in the pocket. Using his legs here. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness. Keeps this drive moving.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
I'll tell you what, you're going to load up on this running game, and you're going to leave your corners one-on-one. You better be ready when you take on Oklahoma. Think about all the receivers they've had over the years. Just off the top of my head, guys like CeeDee Lamb and Hollywood Brown, they get left one-on-one. They're going to make you pay for it. This receiver showing he's got the quicks, the to be able to win those one-on-one battles in soft hands. Good timing and a nice gain for the Sooners.
And the Sooners looking to punch it in here. It's 1st and goal. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. He's swarmed by the defense.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. Got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
Tailback tests the middle of the defense. And that's a solid gain. The defense able to bring him down.
Well, at this stage of the game, this offense is clearly thinking it's 4-down territory. They need points on the board, and they need them in a hurry.
They line up on 3rd and goal. Got to think this is 4-down territory, down multiple scores. Quarterback making some changes at the line. They'll look to throw it on 3rd and goal. Stopped right there at the line, no gain.
Well, the defense does a good job of pressuring the quarterback, but really impressed with the quarterback's effort. Not only does he pull out of that, but he's able to get back close to the line of scrimmage.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Launching one to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. Here comes the point after attempt. EAT up and good. They get a little bit closer. Now they get set to kick it away. That one bounces through the end zone, so it'll start at the 25. Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They punched it in the last possession. Can they do it again, or will this defense make some adjustments? Oh, and he fumbles! Defense recovers the fumble. It's a turnover. Touchdown, Oklahoma. And the defense joins the party with a score. And the defense gets involved, scoring a touchdown to suddenly tie this football game.
Just getting a couple turnovers from your defense is really all you can expect. But to be able to get 6 points from them in addition is above and beyond. They get their 6 points, and now they're really thinking about winning this game.
He knocks through the PAT and ties the score here in the 3rd period. Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback will start at the 25. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Escapes the sack. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Handoff from the shotgun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the backfield, and the result is a tackle for a loss for the backer.
Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. Goes to the sideline, steps out after a short gain.
Quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that 1st down? Great job by the D.
And the returner is brought down.
And your Oklahoma Sooners will take over 1st and 10.
The Sooners offense is back on the field. They were clicking last time. Great protection. The pitch and catch was solid. Right down for a touchdown. And the tackle is made, but let's check out what this flag is about. Will that holding penalty be a drive killer? Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. And the sophomore able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
But a huge hit by the linebacker. What a tackle.
Boy, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for the wide out. And it's complete downfield. Jukes past the defender. He's in the clear. Touchdown, Oklahoma. They'll take the lead in the second half.
Oh, this is how you start to get rolling. That's 2 touchdowns so far, and the more he gets fed, the more often he's going to cash in.
The extra point is good. Back in front in this shootout, 35-28. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. Breaking free at the 35. Takes a big shot there from the defense, but moves the sticks. First down.
You know, everybody always wants to talk about quarterbacks today and receivers, and don't get me wrong, that's a big part of the evolution of the game and where we are. But, man, for me, as a fan, when I'm watching a game, there's just something satisfying about the teams and the offenses that still have backs that can carry the ball and come up with plays like that. Move those sticks and keep this drive going.
Second down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Receiver in motion now. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. Going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Takes it all the way to the house. Touchdown. Tied. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT is up and good, so we're tied up here in the third quarter. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, so here comes the Oklahoma offense back on the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here. We'll see if the defense can make adjustments. They'll tackle him right at the 25-yard line.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and it's a nice, solid game.
The offense will line up. Chance for a couple more plays before the end of the quarter. Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. He's escaping the pocket now. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup is good enough to move the chains. First down.
That's the end of the third quarter. And after 3, the game is tied.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. And the runner takes off to his right. Stopped short of the marker after just a short gain.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound, and it's really solid defense on that play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Offense switches it up here, looking to throw the ball now. He's moving out of the pocket. He'll be wrapped up on the scramble there, settling for a short gain. Important third down play coming up. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. They tackle him, but not before he makes the 45. A solid gain.
Well, Chris, to me, the defense looks like they're dropping back in zone coverage, worried about a pass play here on third down. Instead, the offense elects to run the ball, catches him off guard, and it's good enough for a first down.
The Sooners pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. Handoff here from the shotgun. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job of opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Quarterback looking to pass here on second down. Quick throw, testing the middle. Oh, it's intercepted. A critical late mistake here. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Oh, Chris, you're in the fourth quarter. It's a tie game, and you throw an interception. Oh, my goodness. I know it's obvious, but you just got to take care of the football. It's that simple. Now their opportunity to take the lead is lost, and everything is flipped in the other direction.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. One man to the backfield, and he'll get the football. The gain is 3 yards. Brings up a second down and 7.
It's exactly what you want to see as a play caller. You get positive yards to be able to kind of keep you on schedule as a play caller. That's all you can ask for. Good job up front and a nice run.
A pop pass on the jet sweep. They bring him down, but that gain moves the ball all the way to the 31.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
A solid run, good for first down yardage. Ball handed off. Defense gets him down, but they'll take the gain on that play.
It's a good, solid gain, 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They'll run it here. And they'll stop him after a short gain. Short now for the offense for the +25. Already in field goal range, but can they convert, keep the drive going? They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And that football is out. A potentially game-changing play, but who's got it? Defense recovers the fumble. Big takeaway.
Boy, when you're running your quote-unquote 4-minute offense, it's a combination of working the clock and getting productive yards. They were doing that. And then to end it with a fumble just ruins that opportunity. Now you give your opponent a chance to not just get the recovery, but a chance to go down and win the game.
Solid run. They'll bring it back at the 28-yard line.
Man, you know, the back gets a lot of the attention here. He's a good back. I love to see that offensive line win the battle of the line of scrimmage.
Here's the second down play. Toss play to the running back going left. And that will pick up the first down. They'll spot it at 38.
Go with the toss play here to the left side. Let's give credit to the guys up front, the offensive line, center, guard, tackle. They seal the edge. But I love seeing the receivers' willingness to be a part of that and a good job of blocking downfield. Otherwise, that play cannot be spilled out of the backfield and into the open field. So everyone handled their responsibilities perfectly to pick up some nice yards.
And they'll use the ground game here. Using a strong stiff arm. They get him down, but the junior with an excellent run there.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on first down.
That's the 2-minute warning as the clock stops. Give both coaches a chance to strategize here before the time runs out. The Sooners with 1st and 10 here. Motion now from the tight end. Here's the handoff. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time.
But throughout this game, they've shown a number of their base run plays in the first half, so it's good to mix in the counter here in the second half, just in case the defense is starting to over-pursue. Keep an eye on if they pull that play again maybe later in this game.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. And now the handoff. And is brought down after a short gain. Does not make the first down yardage. They could use some yards here on 3rd down. A field goal try would be from 54. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. They make the first down, brought down to the 31.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just for 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback finds an open target on the left side. Touchdown, Oklahoma, to claim the lead here in the final minute. They'll try to add the lead now with the PAT. PAT is up and good. You lead by a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. So after taking the lead, they'll kick it away here and hope their defense can make a stop on this final drive. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Offense needs points quickly here, trying to dial up some explosive plays. Let's see what they've got called. And it's incomplete. He just missed his target, overthrowing it. They've got to get points quickly here, looking for explosive plays right now. 2nd down, they're going to throw it. Looking for his big tight end. Oh, and he can't quite come up with it. That would have been huge. Brings up 3rd down.
Now that's going to bring up a critical 3rd down here as we're late into this football game in a drive where they need points. This quarterback's got to take control of this huddle, make sure everybody's on the same page. You have multiple plays that you could go to, whether it's a run or a pass, but you've got to come up with a first down.
Down by a touchdown late. This is a crucial 4th down play. They need to convert. He'll drop back. And there's a deep throw with the clock winding down. And this one is dropped and incomplete as time runs out to end the ball game. Well, a really entertaining game. For it came right down to the end. They made the clutch plays, and that made the difference.
Well, we knew these teams were fairly evenly matched, and you really saw them go back and forth, trade blow for blow. Excellent team win by these guys, doing what they had to do in the final quarter to come out on top.